You came across this question in your chemistry exam. How will you solve it? It is very easy. Now let's solve together. The question says, if the Rate's law expression obtained for a given reaction is this, as seen on the board. The question now says, what is the overall order of this reaction? This question is extremely very easy. From the look of things, they are asking us to determine the overall order for this reaction. But in the course of this question, we were not given the reaction, but rather we were given the Rate's law expression for the reaction. And to determine this Rate's law expression the way it is extremely very easy. But that will be for another video lesson. But in the course of this video lesson where we are asked to calculate or determine the overall order for this reaction based on the Rate's law expression, this is so much very easy. So what do we do? Very easy. Listen. To calculate the overall order for any reaction, you simply look at your Rate's law expression. You can see here that the Rate's law expression says rate is equal to K. This K is a constant called the rate constant, all right? Into a particular substance, this place we're having X can be an element. Are you there? Here can be any element. So, but in the course of this expression, they just called it X. You can see it was now inside a bracket, all raised to the power of n. This place you're having n can be any number. Listen properly. So this place you're having raised to the power of n can be any number at all right? This dot you are seeing is times another element or compound, but in this case it was symbolized as y, closing the bracket, all raised to the power of m. So to calculate the order of any reaction, you simply just identify the powers of these substances, but in the course of this reaction, they were unknown. Are you there? Just x and y they used. But in the course of this question, I'm going to give you all practice questions so you solve to master this aspect properly. So what do we do? As earlier said, to calculate the order of any reaction, you simply identify the powers of these substances and add them. Simple. Identify the powers and add them. That is how to calculate the order for any reaction. Listen properly. So for we to calculate the overall order for this reaction, we simply just add the powers. Listen, all right. For X, the power is n. For Y, the power is m. So add the power. So when we add them together, you can see what we have gotten. You can see it's very easy. Now, what becomes the answer to this question? You know, when you add them, you can't get nm. You can't get that because we are adding. We are not multiplying. For instance, I told you were to times the power, then your answer would have been nm. You understand that this simple indices, mathematics, all right? So the overall order for this reaction based on the Rate's law expression where I told you that to determine this is so much very easy as well, and it will be explained in more video lessons, all right? So the answer to this question becomes option C, not option D, because I did not tell you that you subtract the powers, you add the powers. So get ready for your own practice question. Here is your own question. Let's say we're having another Rate's law expression whereby rate is equal to this constant, K is always a constant, into, let's say, SO2, all right, is a compound. We'll close the bracket, all raised to the power of 2, all right, times, open another bracket, write O2, all raised to the power of 1. So what you have to do, calculate the order for this reaction. This will be your question. It's very easy. To calculate order, add your powers. Add the powers. And I told you, to get this expression is so much very easy. It will be explained in subsequent video lessons. We've come to the end of this video lesson. If you find my video lesson helpful, make sure you click on the subscribe button to my YouTube channel and also share my lessons with your friends. Thanks for watching.
To have more understanding about chemistry calculations and solving all of these type of questions, I already have them on the chemistry masterpiece, okay, which is calculations and keynotes in chemistry. So if you are preparing to write the JAM exam, this book is very, very important for you. Now, for more information getting the chemistry masterpiece, do well to direct message me via my WhatsApp number. It will be on the screen.